All right. Donna Lee by Charlie Parker. So how do you solo over it? I actually have a hack that you should listen to because it changed everything for me when soloing over this tune, and it's just as easy as pushing a button and then you'll be ready to solo so much more easy over this tune, okay? Before, let me just take a sip of coffee because I need that shit. It's good. And by the way, follow me on Instagram because I have a lot of stuff that can help you there. And also, if you need questions, you can just DM me on Instagram. So just go follow me and then ask your questions, whatever. And yeah, let's get into the lesson. So the thing that really changed everything for me over this tune was, it starts on an A flat major 7, right? F7 to B flat 7. All right, so that's the first thing, first 3 chords. A flat major 7, F7, B flat 7. So this is a 1. It says we're in the key of A flat major 7. This becomes the 1. And the F7 becomes the 6. Why is it the 6? Well, you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The major scale, you get the 6. So that's why it's called the 6. A flat major 7, F7. So the 6. And then we got 2. But it's not the 2 minor, it's the, actually this is a 5-7-2-2. So this is a B flat 7. So very common, a 2-7 you can also call. Very common if you've heard like Take the A Train. It has that same thing. So it goes A flat 7, A flat major 7, F7, B flat 7. And so when I started out, I remember that was like, it was so difficult because I always felt like I had to make the changes. Like I did some, which is cool, right? I'm doing the third of F, like first the third of A flat major, and now I'm kind of trying to go to the third of F, and then I try to go to the third of B flat. But like, that's a cool thing to just like, okay, I'm outlining the third, right? Right? But you can't do that every time. And so what I realized was, okay, so I have to stop just thinking about this as being like something that I had to do the same thing all over again, like only outlining the third and stuff. So what I realized was you can just think about this as a 2-5-1 in B flat. How does that sound, right? So you, instead of thinking about this as A flat 7, F7, B flat, we're thinking C minor, F7, B flat 7. And hear me out. Why this is so good is you don't have to think about all different stuff. You can just literally play a C minor going to a B flat 7, because a C minor, you can play a C minor, like you can improvise a C minor and also F7. Because, I mean, the F7 and C minor are the same kind of chord. And if you look at an A flat major 7, just look at this. You have the A flat there, and then you play the C minor, like the C minor 7. But you have the A flat in the bass. That becomes an A flat major 7, which means this works really good, right? Because it's literally the same thing. Just we're thinking about it as a C minor. So that makes it so much easier to play lines that you really like. Right? You can play we can play a C minor, literally a C minor going into the B flat 7. So it's a great thing. Now you know how you can do that. Instead of thinking about it as a 1-6-2, you can think about it as a 2-5-1 in B flat 7. So that's just so you can get off the, like, make your lines more interesting. And now you can do you can think about this in different ways. Like if you want lines, you can do this kind of thing. You can start like this. Right? So that's an example. So that's just an example what you can do. So that's actually the sharp 11. So it becomes this. So that's actually a hip thing, right? But I'm thinking about it as like the 9th of C minor. So So how does that sound with the backing track? All right, let's try it. All right, one more time. So my technique is a little off now, summertime and whatnot, but you get the idea. So that's just an example, and you can do like. That's actually also a thing. So you can go. Something like that. I'm not sure what I did. Let's do that to the backing track. So it's like you notice that I'm telling you one thing and then I do a different thing. It's because I'm improvising. So I literally don't remember what I'm telling you, and that just shows that I'm not even mad because it shows that I'm improvising. I'm doing stuff that just comes to my mind, right? That just I show you something and I'm like, wait, what was it I actually did? So it's like it just shows that I'm improvising. So but the whole idea is to use this kind of thing. Right? So this is the 7th of B flat 7, so that's a nice thing to outline that thing. So there's a lot of different stuff you can learn from just transcribing the greats. And so that's also something that just learn some stuff from the greats. Like there's this thing in Pat Martino that he does over Donna Lee. So Pat Martino actually played Donna Lee. So cool. And he did this thing that was so good. Like, what did he do? He did so it's like he has so many great lines. I think I transcribed the whole solo back when I started out a couple of years ago. Pat Martino, Donna Lee, you can just search it up on YouTube. It's great. It has all those phrases you want. And I think even over the B flat 7, he did something like that, which is also so cool. Using that like sharp 11 of B flat. So there are a lot of great phrases. I really recommend you check that out. But so the summary, if you will, of this lesson is just think about the first few chords as a 2-5-1 in B flat, and then you're good, okay? That will really simplify stuff, because then now you can just think about C minor lines, and you land on that B flat, right? So it's a cool thing. So go follow me on Instagram if you have any questions, or if you just want to see more content. So I do like Instagram reels and stuff, which is really fun. And I talk about other stuff like mental health and like being a jazz guitarist. It's more intimate in a way. So go check that out. And thank you for this lesson. I hope if you like this, like Donna Lee, if you want me to keep doing Donna Lee, then comment down below, and I'll make sure to make more videos on that. Other than that, take care of yourself. See you next time.